knowing that audio was probably going to come out along with additional tapes, whether they be video or audio is unclear at this particular moment in time, Shannon Sharpe felt compelled to come out in his own defense. In my perfect world, he moves on. And somehow, some way, we find this all to be false. But it doesn't seem like that's the way things are about to go down, considering who Mr. Busby is.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
You sharing text messages, that's just sharing too much. We didn't want to hear about nobody getting hogtied in your bedroom and your salad getting tossed while you wearing a collar. It's too much.
These big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
StephenASmith is munching popcorn because Shannon Sharpe just got kicked out of ESPN and insiders claim the ban is forever. 3 more women showed up with chilling stories and fans have no pity. They are calling it cosmic payback. Shannon spent months playing super sugar daddy, dropping bags on a 19-year-old OnlyFans model, bragging like the rules didn't apply, and diving into freaky race play that has the internet gagging. Receipts leaked, texts, voice notes, even a clip where Shannon jokes about choking her in public for kicks.
I say you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you ever.
As soon as Disney, the mighty parent of ESPN, saw that circus, they pulled the plug without blinking. Now UNC is crying sabotage, but StephenA is on his mic acting sympathetic while secretly loving the ratings spike. He reminds the audience that Disney has mouse ears made of gold and squeaky clean branding, and once you drag guns, choking, and plantation roleplay into the chat, you are toast. Sources inside Bristol say Shannon didn't step away by choice. He got the hard boot and a silent lifetime ban. Brands pulled ads, podcasts froze deals, and the 100 million rumor deal vanished like smoke. Shannon tried to control the story by dropping only the girls' wild messages, but teens on TikTok spotted the trick instantly. No one saw his side of the convo, so he probably fed those lines first. Gabriela, the model, lawyered up with Tony Busby, the same pitbull who chased Deshaun Watson, and filed a $50 million smack. Shannon had already swung $10 million under the table to hush things, proving he knew the house was on fire. When the hush cash failed, he ran to social media claiming Busby hunts successful black men, but the same timeline reminded him he literally paid a white girl to call him every slur in the book, so the victim card fell flat. StephenA kept piling on with corporate wisdom. No star is bigger than the brand. Disney drops liabilities faster than hot fries. He said he recruited Shannon, but even he can't save him now. The chatter got louder when an old clip surfaced where Shannon laughed and said he'd go to hell for $50 million. Guess what? The lawsuit price tag is exactly $50 mil. Twitter called it a self-fulfilled curse. Meanwhile, fans rewind to the viral Katt Williams interview where Katt warned him about young white women lining old dudes up, and to the Mo'Nique episode where she told him grown women won't play those slave games. Shannon laughed then, but no one's laughing now. Reddit detectives connected cash transfers from Sharpe LLC to a Vegas PO box tied to Gabriela's cousin. Analysts think those were payoff installments. New allegations say Shannon slid NDAs to women like napkins. An ex-producer leaked emails hinting he joked about them every week. Even so, some people think he's being set up by gatekeepers because Club Shay Shay let guests expose Hollywood secrets, but most teens on social say nah, he cooked himself.
Race play, Shannon Sharpe. Race play? I don't even want to talk about this, but the more videos I scroll past talking about Shannon Sharpe and this relationship that he had with this 19-year-old. And honestly, I was just assaulted by this information. I didn't know anything about it. And I'm scrolling, minding my business, and I see a deluge of text messages that he released from this girl that are weird and with an obvious race fetish. And it's not just her with the race fetish. He obviously was turned on by these conversations as well, and he only released what she was saying. Put a big black baby in me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. I wouldn't be surprised if she was calling him the N-word during coitus. He's into that. And if this man is turned on sexually by being racialized.
He is 56 and moving like a freshman. Busby teased more proof, CCTV from a hotel hallway, hard drive dumps, a longer audio where Shannon brags about owning Gabriela. ESPN wiped his presence from promos. Disney Plus edited him out of documentary montages. TikTok is flooded with memes, StephenA dancing while a CGI mouse slams a door on Shannon. Sharpe fired back with a cigar video calling it a shakedown and comparing himself to Jay-Z, but comments flamed him for false equivalence. Now everyone waits for court. If even one extra accuser adds paperwork, the civil storm could morph into criminal danger. StephenA hammered that message, actions equals consequences. He bragged that he stays drama-free because he respects the chain of command. Kids clipped that to soundtracks on TikTok with text overlay "Be like Stephen, not Shannon." In the middle of the chaos, Shannon keeps posting gym thirst traps captioned "Unbreakable," but each post loses sponsors. An ex-NBA star tweeted a facepalm emoji and said, "Old heads losing it. NFL vets shake heads." Podcast numbers for Club Shay Shay ironically spike because drama sells, but ad money is gone. Busby scheduled a courthouse press blitz. Shannon's team tried to delay, but judge said no. Discovery begins this summer. If leaked audio is legit, a jury will hear it raw. Meanwhile, fans debate. Was Shannon hunted by powerful suits, or did he write his own downfall with reckless bedroom kinks and zero self-control? Whatever the verdict, his Disney era is finished. StephenA rides the ratings wave, ESPN moves on, and the lesson is plain. In 2025, the internet never forgets, and hidden fetishes can blow up empires overnight. Stay tuned, hit that sub button, and keep your receipts close because this saga is far from over.
This three-time Super Bowl champion and this Hall of Famer, who emphatically stated to me over the phone how innocent he is of these allegations that have been levied against him, insisting repeatedly that anything you read, anything you see, anything you hear was fully and totally consensual. A lot of people want to walk around thinking you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. You could your own operation. You don't have to answer to anybody. That's not true. I've had people open their mouth and they've said, "StephenA, you work for ESPN. What kind of control do you really have? This is my podcast. This is my YouTube show. I own this. But if you think for 1 second that I could just do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and there's not going to be any repercussions, you're clueless. And you're destined to fail and fall into this."
The timeline keeps screenshotting everything. Teens on Snap trade voice note snippets like trading cards, repeating the line, "Big black guy chokes small white woman" in mock skits that rack millions of views. High school debate teams even use the scandal in lessons on consent and power because the facts are so wild and easy to understand. Gabriela's own TikTok gained 500,000 followers overnight. She posts vague lip syncs to songs about revenge while commenters spam serpent emojis. Sharpe's old motivational quotes now look ironic. He once told rookies, "Protect your brand like your life," yet he was secretly torching his brand for cheap thrills. ESPN staffers leaked that HR emails warned anchors not to mention race play on air, so every show tiptoes around the word, turning awkward silences into viral clips. A brand consultant estimated Disney risked a 7-figure sponsor backlash if they kept him, explaining why the axe fell so fast. StephenA joked in a podcast that he told Shannon to leave the collar in the closet, then said "too soon," and cackled. The clip hit #1 on Twitter trends. Meanwhile, Busby filed motions to freeze Sharpe's assets, claiming fear that Shannon will hide money. Shannon's lawyers call it grandstanding.
And just one more thing about Mr. Sharpe. Not so sharp, clearly. It is my theory, just my opinion, my theory, not fact, my opinion. I think all of this RACE rhetoric that was in those text messages started with him. It started with him. It's becoming more and more clear to me, in my opinion, that he has a race fetish. He has a fetish for that type of dynamic. Think about it. This was a 19-year-old white woman when he met her. I don't know any 19-year-old white woman that's running around hollering about a big black baby and baby gravy. Shannon was a 54-year-old big black grown man from the backwoods of Georgia. Gravy sound like he's familiar with. Big black babies, he probably seen a few in his day. Born in the backwoods of Georgia where he grew up with his grandma and all the other folks. But I just don't think that came from her. Now, is she repeating it back in those text messages? Yes. That's why he released her messages, not his. Peep that. Okay? We haven't seen what his responses was. And I guarantee you, when they post those messages, y'all gonna see. All of that race started with him. It's a fetish. And he could only play that kind of stuff out with a young girl. He couldn't, like Mo'Nique was trying to tell him, get an older gal. Older gal ain't going for that. They was going to immediately knew he was a freak and a weirdo. A 19-year-old don't know better. That's why she repeated it back to him, because he said it to her first. Older men, that's why they tend to want to be with younger women. They're more impressionable. They can mold them. They can shape them to be what they want them to be. Do what they want them to do. You let him come to a 40 or 50-year-old woman talking about put a big black baby and baby gravy. We gonna be looking like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, that started with him. Mark my words. It's gonna come out. But that race stuff started.
Legal experts on YouTube break down how civil discovery can unlock old phone backups. One lawyer says Shannon's iCloud might be the smoking gun if it is videos he threatened her with. Fans remember when Shannon clowned Morant for flashing a gun on Instagram. Now memes show Shannon holding the same gun with the caption, "Glass Houses." Every day new drama drops. A former makeup artist on a commercial set claims Shannon DM'd her weird compliments about her plantation curls. She saved the messages. The sports radio host leaked that Nike paused talks for a signature apparel line. Under Armour quietly removed his images from their store. Bet offered him a late-night slot, but sponsors balked after the choking audio. Sharpe's camp blames cancel culture, saying consenting adults should be free, but critics note consent ends the second someone pays hush money. StephenA doubled down, saying he hires security to prevent even the appearance of scandal, and that Shannon ignored basic veteran wisdom. Influencers create side-by-side videos showing Stephen rising while Shannon sinks, calling it a real-time morality play. A satire page photoshopped a Disney villain outfit on Sharpe with the caption "Goofy Punch-Out." Shannon threatened to sue but dropped it when he realized parody law is tough. Busby revealed he has screenshots of Google searches from Shannon's phone for legal age in Nevada and erased text backups dated right before the hush offer. The girl's side claims Shannon hacked her Ring camera. Sharpe denies even knowing how tech works. A data scientist crunched tweet sentiment graphs. Negative peaks align with every new leak, positive peaks never return. StephenA was invited on Good Morning America to talk about corporate standards. He casually said, "I wish my buddy the best, but business is business." Sharpe's supporters argue older white execs have survived scandal. Critics reply that he gave Disney no clean exit. High schoolers use the story in English essays on hubris. Coaches warn players in locker rooms, "Don't be the next Shannon." The phrase "sharp turn" becomes slang for messing up success. Meanwhile, Gabriela posts a selfie with a caption, "Angels protect me," and instantly trends. Sharpe fans flood her with clown emojis. Instagram suspends comments. A rumor says Netflix is eyeing a docuseries called Receipts, the Shannon Sharpe story. Sharpe's lawyers filed for a gag order. Busby responded with a laughing gif, then filed an opposition stating First Amendment. Sportsbook odds now include a prop bet on whether Sharpe publicly apologizes before trial. College professors in gender studies plan seminars around the power dynamics, money, and fetishization aspects. Busby hired a PR firm that once repped the women against Harvey Weinstein. Sharpe retained a crisis team that tried to save Johnny Depp. DraftKings suspended a Sharpe promo code. FanDuel deleted his custom parlays. Disney shareholders asked about the scandal in an earnings call. CEO said zero tolerance. Neighborhood kids in Georgia put tape over a Sharpe mural. Church elders pray for him.
Shannon Sharpe, we want out of the group chat now. Like right now, because it's getting disgusting and you need to act your age. First, we had to hear the audio from when you accidentally went live that absolutely nobody asked for. We could have went our whole lives without hearing that. Then you started doing infomercials about ED pills. And now you sharing text messages that's just sharing too much. We didn't want to hear about nobody getting hogtied in your bedroom and your salad getting tossed while you wearing a collar. It's too much. At what point do you say you just too old? He like that old grandfather that every time he come around, he want to tell you about all the women he got. And when everybody else is talking, he want to talk like he's still in his 20s and he hanging out with the young folks. Pack it up. You just too freaked out at your old age. And we don't want to know about, we truly don't want nothing to do with it. Please, why didn't you just share that in the courts? Share it with the lawyers. Why did we need to see that? Sick of him.
Stephen A. gives a motivational speech at a HBCU referencing discipline versus desire. Crowd cheers. Sharpe's ex-teammate tweets cryptic Bible verses. Sports blogs decode them like Marvel Easter eggs. An unverified rumor claims Gabriela kept a safety deposit box with a USB of compromising clips. Busby neither confirms nor denies. People pull old undisputed footage where Skip Bayless shouts, "Shannon, you're better than that," and repurpose it in memes. Sharpe once mocked Dwight Howard for wild rumors. Now believers call it karma. Gabriela's camp leaks hotel invoices showing Sharpe booked rooms under a fake name, Baby Gravy. Internet explodes. Even Shannon's famous goat mask gets memed as "the mask slipped." Gabriela books a tell-all interview with a streaming service. Release date timed near preseason when Sharpe hoped to return. ESPN replaced him with a young analyst who tweets, "Respect women daily," a clear dig. StephenA hints that First Take ratings actually rose after Sharpe left, calling it addition by subtraction. Sharpe's last defense line is to claim deepfake, but experts already verified the audio waveform.
Lay it on me.
Get your black over here, buckwheat.
Okay, come straight out the gate with it.
Yeah,
right.
I know that's what you like to be called, ain't it? Buckwheat. Now stop flapping them gigantic lips and use them for what they're supposed to use for, not talking to their superiors. I see you shucking and jiving out in them fields, and I want a piece. That's all you're good for, a piece of meat. You walk like you be wading in the water. Ooh, if my daddy and his friends saw you, or they take you out so quick.
Cause he be looking at me.
I know you want some of this fat back that I got.
No,
make your lips all greasy, I know.
I think what's the matter?
I thought we was just race playing. I thought you liked it.
Meanwhile, high schoolers remix Shannon's choking quote into drill rap beats. Politicians weigh in. One senator tweets about protecting women in sports culture. Sports lobbying group claps back. A meme stock named Busby leaps 300% as Reddit traders join the circus. Gabriela's attorney drops court docs showing Shannon asked her to sign a postpartum agreement if she got pregnant. Social media recoils. Sharpe goes silent for 48 hours, fueling rumors of settlement talks. Busby denies. Stephen A. ends a broadcast with "Stay off the weed," and the race play, trending instantly. Disney announces a new parental control feature the next day. Coincidence? So here we are. Shannon Sharpe, once Hall of Fame tight end and rising media king, starring at a mountain of legal heat, empty sponsorship slots, and a public audience that moved from awe to laughter to cringe. The moral is loud for every teen watching. Cloud chases back, everything you text is forever, and one reckless kink can bulldoze decades of grind. Hit subscribe for the next update because this trash fire is still burning and Spill Drops never runs out of marshmallows. Stay tuned for more updates, like, share, and keep your eyes open for the next crazy twist in this non-stop saga dropping soon.